This game is called Tales of the Wild Zeep. So let's begin. Let's choose a zip-zinging tale. What do you want to start with, chat? The Wild Zeep's first performance? The Wild Zeep swallows a cloud? Or the Wild Zeep and the other thing? Alright, well, let's just start. Let's start where it all begins, the Wild Zeep's first performance. Let me just move the window over a little bit so I can see the volume levels and stuff. Let's just start. Let's start where it all begins. Oh. Oh my god. Is that Zeep? Is that what Zeep looks like? I would be very pleased. I would be very pleased if that's what Zeep looks like.
The Wild Zeep's first performance.
Is this gonna be like a living book? Is that what this is? Oh, good sound effects.
The Wild Zeep was starring in the local Zeep production of Romeo and Juliet. It was his first performance, but everyone was counting on him to make the play a hit.
Okay. Well, I believe in you, Zeep. Oh.
You see, the Wild Zeep was talented in many ways and had made quite a reputation for himself.
Wait, is this interactable? Hold on. I didn't click anything. Can I click on stuff? Zeep.
Wild Zeep.
What the fuck? Look at him! Look at him! Look at him crank that shit! You go, Zeep! Go off, you wild bitch! Alright. Well, look, this is like a dictionary. Look at how many words there are.
Fondness.
Okay.
Frida. Gasped.
Gasped. So if I click on Zeep...
Wild Zeep.
Wild Zeep, a creature with an eggplant-shaped body, colorful hair, bright eyes, quite a smile. Quite a smile, period. The Wild Zeep is curious, lively, musical, and a good cook. He has many more talents, too many to list. I feel like Zeep himself wrote this.
Wise.
Learned, having much experience and knowledge after living 300 years travel. Okay, so this is just Aunt Zooty became wise. Aunt Zooty.
The Wild Zeep was starring in the local Zeep Theater.
Oh, wow. Okay, so it doesn't look like you have, like, things to do. It looks like it just defines words for you when you click on them.
Wild.
All right. Okay. Well, I want to see the story anyway. Look at this creature.
Was talented in many ways and had made quite a reputation for himself. Eyes.
Eyes, the part of us which allows us to see. Without our eyes, we would miss much of the beauty in the world. Thank you, Zeep. Nose.
Wild.
All right, well,
Zeep.
I was expecting a nose definition, but all right.
Hair.
Growth from the skin and head that keep you warm. Ella grew her hair long so she could braid it.
Wild Zeep.
All right. Okay. Oh my God.
The stern director took him backstage after every rehearsal to say,
Up to you, oh Wild Zeep, to make this play a smash.
So the Wild Zeep practiced his lines 23 hours every day for 23 days. Hilda Drampit.
Hilda Drampit, the stern director of Romeo and Juliet. She means well and is highly respected by all Zeeps. She is a great admirer of Shakespeare and an avid listener of Mozart.
Hilda Drampit, the stern.
I don't need to hear that again. I don't need to hear that again. Where are they? They're just in like a void. Zeep, why aren't you wearing more clothes? Zeep slept for 1 hour a day. Leap.
As he dragged his sleepy Zeep body home, the neighborhood Zeeplings followed, tugging on his sleeves, begging for his autograph.
Can you sign this for my son, please? Did you hear that? Wait, did you hear that? Hold on.
As he dragged his sleepy Zeep body home, the neighborhood Zeeplings followed, tugging on his sleeves, begging for his autograph.
You sign this for my son, please?
What the fuck is this? This is so scary.
One famous wild Zeep.
Cried little Morris Mills as Sally Spottle, with a tiny 2-inch camera, snapped photo after photo of him.
I really like this game. I also feel like I don't even need to interact with it.
Trudge, trudge, trudge. 12 miles later,
Did he walk 12 miles? Look, oh my, this is horrifying. Look at this.
Wild Zeep reached his extra soft ostrich feather bed with the cloud blossom pillows and had just begun to sip his favorite blackberry tea with lemon cream and honey when...
When what? When what? Oh no. Oh no. What's happening? I like this. I don't have to do anything. This is just like watching a movie. Unless I need to pick up the phone. What shape is his body? Eggplant shaped. Please pay attention.
It was the Wild Zeep's great Aunt Zelda, once removed, calling from Alaska to give him some practical advice. Of the 334 Zeeps with acting ability, Aunt Zelda was the top talent. Years ago, she had won fame and fortune through her act as a skydiver who saves a swan.
Look at that face! That audio! The audio, what the fuck? Is the volume okay? It's a little different from Rodney's game, so...
Whatever are you doing? Up, awake, and about, oh wild Zeep.
Oh,
Aunt
wild
Zelda
Zeep.
scolded.
Obtuse, thanks for the sub.
Soon to make a smash hit. Sleep should be your main concern. Every excellent actor needs at least 12 hours of sleep. Dreams, too. Every good actor must have 2 zip-zinging dreams a day.
Okay. Alright.
Please, Aunt Zelda.
That's his
Sighed
voice!
Wild Zeep wearily.
I was just this split second going to sleep and...
Oh, wild Zeep, please forgive me.
Interrupted Aunt Zelda earnestly.
If nothing else, I do know how important sleep is to the budding actor about to make a smash.
The Wild Zeep had snoozed off and hung up the phone in his sleep.
Alright, okay. This is a very strange game. Okay. That's me.
Next day, the Wild
'Cause
Zeep
I'm sick,
leaped
get
out
it?
of bed with far more zing and zip than he'd had in his life. Tonight would be his first performance.
Okay. I'm very excited for you, Zeep.
I must say, a wild Zeep.
The Wild Zeep said to himself after pouring hot chocolate in his oatmeal bowl and oatmeal in his strawberry juice glass.
This is the life of a star. It is a strange life indeed.
What the fuck am I playing right now? What is this? Oh my god!
Her head in the Wild Zeep's kitchen.
Priscilla Butterlip!
She sang out. The Wild Zeep felt his neck prickle. His thumb started.
Was that a
curling
neck
and his
sound
head turned
effect?
Oddly heavy.
Excuse me, Priscilla,
The Wild Zeep said politely.
but I must run.
Okay. Look out, Zeep! There's a train!
And run did he ever.
Oh my god, it's
The Wild Zeep
animated!
hurled down the
Yes!
road from his house. Set up an avenue here, galloped down a street there, raced here, there, and everywhere.
He's getting faster!
Fame and fortune were scrambling up his brain.
Why, I can't remember my own lines.
Gasped the Wild Zeep at mile 8. By mile 17, he remembered only one word in the third act.
Oh no, Zeep. Zeep, you dumb idiot. You have to get... Why does he just look like he's bones? Look at his knees.
Mile 20, the wild Zeep skidded to a stop, rested his heavy head on a large, cool white rock, and fell fast asleep.
No, Zeep, but you're gonna miss your performance, Zeep! Zeep, you dumb fool!
Who can this be so sound asleep in the middle of the day? It looks like the much-mentioned wild Zeep.
Two butterflies, Frida and Alfred, hovered
Alfred
above
the
wild
butterfly.
Zeep in his heap.
Should we wake him?
Asked Frida.
I thought tonight was his great performance as Romeo.
It is! He's being a dumbass! Zeep, you have to wake up!
Oh no! Romeo!
Groaned the wild Zeep, awakened by the sweet voices of butterflies.
Why, oh no?
Asked Alfred curiously.
You're not looking forward to your smash hit performance?
But he's probably slept through it! Oh my god!
Smash hit this, smash hit that, and fiddle sweeps to all that splat. Oh, drat!
Cried the wild Zeep.
How can my performance this evening be a smash hit before it's performed? I've never acted in public. Everyone from Mr. Rampant to the teeniest Zeepling thinks that somehow I'm going to make this a smash hit. What? I can't remember my own lines. And talent? They talk about talent. I have no more talent than a spoon.
Oh,
The
come
wild
on.
Zeep
Come
was
now,
just
Zeep.
Not himself.
Come
His
on.
head felt heavier still.
Come on, Zeep. Don't be so hard on yourself.
Why, that's not true.
Cried Frida.
Frida is very nice.
A very passionate speech.
These guys are very nice.
Agreed Alfred, who knew a thing or two about acting and, in general, greatly appreciated
How does he
arts.
know if he's a butterfly? How does he know this stuff?
This calmed the wild Zeep down a bit, and he asked the butterflies.
Can you wondrously winged folk give me some advice for my first performance?
Alfred and Frida looked at one another.
Well,
Said Alfred slowly.
just keep in mind that your act depends on what's inside the wild Zeep, and not what everyone out there expects or thinks of the wild
Why is he
Zeep.
the wild Zeep? Lives in a house. He's not wild.
Yeah,
Chimed in Frida.
forget about everyone out there and listen to your inside.
I don't like this
He then
butterfly.
flew over to Alfred and whispered something in his ear.
What did she say? What did she say?
Alfred nodded.
What did she say? Oh my god, here we go. Here we go. This is the climax.
Only I had as much wisdom as you two. You remind me of my great-grandfather Zeep.
Said the wild Zeep respectfully.
I really
as
dislike the
three
Zeep.
headed toward the theater. He continued.
Would you like some free tickets to...
But before he could finish his sentence, lo!
Low! Come on. Wait, what?
Frida and Alfred had flown straight into his open mouth.
Why? Why? Why does it have to be? No.
Wild Zeep jumped 8 miles high and started laughing, giggling, and guffawing. Butterflies tickle mightily when first swallowed.
What?
From deep within the wild Zeep, the butterflies sang to him.
Don't worry about us.
What?
Good luck in your performance, and we'll see you afterwards. You have only half an hour before you must be on stage.
But I don't understand why they would do this to him. Why are they doing this? I hate this guy.
Pulled at his ear, rumpled his hair, and started lecturing him on Romeo. But the wild Zeep heard none of her words. He was not himself.
He's possessed.
A crowd of Zeeplings hooted outside his dressing room.
Guys, I despise this game.
His friends
I
and
hate
relatives
this.
chattered on and on about stardom.
I hate this.
But the wild Zeep was very far away. He was no longer the wild Zeep.
No, well, what is he now? Oh my god. Look at his pants.
He was Romeo. As he strode on stage, the lines flowed from his lips effortlessly.
Quite good.
Excellent.
a superior acting job.
Hardly an act at all.
Hardly an act at all.
Everybody was much impressed.
Lilo, thanks for
And
the
soon
sub.
The theater was absolutely quiet, except for the voices of the actors.
In pure gold, that while the Rona by that name is known, there shall no figure at such rate be set, as that of true and
I want to see
faithful
Zeep die in the
Juliet.
play. Show him dead. Oh, could you imagine living in this world? Could you imagine staring out over a sea of Zeeps?
Suddenly, Romeo was speaking his last words. There was a wild burst of applause, and the wild Zeep, in a daze, looked up to see the whole audience as one rise to praise his magnificent performance.
Next sub emote. Not even as a joke. Top 5 least favorite video game protagonists. Number 1, Zeep. The wild Zeep. I hate this boy. Don't stop!
He gasped.
Who
with
took this
such
picture?
force, Alfred and Frida flew right out of his mouth.
Congratulations!
They cried.
A splendid performance, and we had the best seats of all.
How you couldn't see shit?
The wild Zeep said gratefully.
I could never have done it without you. I will always remember you. Take a bow.
Well, why say I will always remember you like they're dying, Zeep?
So the three friends bowed and bowed and bowed till the sun rose the next morning.
What did Zeep accomplish in this story? Oh my god, why aren't you
Compliments
sleeping?
of the wild Zeep. They had starfruit pancakes and blackberry nectar.
I don't like these sounds. I don't like these sounds.
For both star actors and butterflies need their 12 hours of solid
God,
sleep.
just stop. Just stop.
And nobody would have ever guessed the wild Zeep had butterflies in his stomach the evening of his first performance.
Yo, did the dudes who wrote this, did they get the memo that that's like not supposed to be taken literally? Let's write a story teaching kids that it's okay to have butterflies in your stomach when you do performances. And they came out at the end of the performance. Alright, can we do the next story, please? We have 2 more stories to get through. This one looks way more interesting. Okay, the wild Zeep swallows a cloud. I hate this fucking guy!
Wild Zeep swallows a cloud.
Looks like the cloud swallowed him.
The morning the wild Zeep swallowed a cloud, his face turned gray, his hair
Oh, we're
white,
just starting
and he
off
rose
with-
high above the treetops and began sailing west.
We're just already starting with this, right? Okay, alright. They're just using the same image of him.
I don't think I'm cut out for this.
He said unhappily as a bird flew through him.
I enjoyed the feel of the earth too much.
He was worried because he had been invited for dinner at Zema Zeep's house, and he didn't want to be
Alright,
late.
pause. I need to read who is Zema Zeep? Can you tell?
Zema Zeep.
The third greatest known cook among Zeeps, Zema has made food for kings and queens, known for her dry wit, quick understanding, and her love for poetry. All right, good. I'm really glad that we could get that background
I
information.
don't think I'm cut out.
Oh, who is that? Is that Zema?
Zema was a proud Zeep.
She
who
looking
cooked
like a
days in
carrot.
advance for special dinners. So it was especially important for the wild Zeep.
This
to be
game has
prompt.
the Zeepest lore. All right. Fuck, he
The
looks so
wild Zeep couldn't
horrified.
steer the cloud he swallowed and wondered if it would ever land. He was not a wild Zeep with a fondness for heights, so when he swallowed the cloud, he felt a bit queasy.
Why did he do that? Why did he swallow the cloud then? That sounds like a bad idea, Zeep. Oh, who is
He
that?
drifted over to Tessie Turdig's house, where he found her doing her 50 push-ups. She was a treblu bug who lived high in the bark of a wild sycamore tree, so needed to stay in shape.
Of course she is. Of course she's a treblu bug.
At 7,300 feet, sap beetles were plentiful, juicy, and sweet, perfect for an appetite such as hers.
All right. What is a
Treblu
What
bug.
is a treblu bug? Bugs that live high in the bark of trees, full of muscles, very sharp creatures with good eyesight. Thank you very much. Okay.
Why, oh wild Zeep,
cried Tessie as he hovered near her door.
you have become plump and gray, and I have never, ever known you to float through the air. Usually, you leap, hop, and skedaddle up my tree to visit me.
Yeah, well, now he's a cloud, and we need to figure out what the fuck we're gonna do, because this is a problem. Look at that! Look at him! He needs help!
I know.
Said the wild Zeep unhappily.
He needs help!
Great misfortune to have swallowed a cloud early this morning. I don't know where I'm heading or when I land, and it's sure to be a dark day.
Well,
This is scary.
Said Tessie practically.
The cloud in your belly is making you act and feel like a cloud.
That's a
And
bad
affecting you
silhouette.
and
That's a
everyone around
bad
you.
silhouette. This is a very cinematic shot, though, so please be respectful. This is so
True enough.
fucking funny.
The wild
Look at
Zeep
this
looked
image!
down. He saw all
This is
the
so
woodland
funny!
creatures moping about, shuffling along, or getting into fights.
What?
I guess I'd better go somewhere else.
I
said
guess I'd
miserably.
better go somewhere else. Oh, well, now, okay. Okay.
Now, as you know,
Yeah, of course, as we know,
usually,
as we
the
know.
wild Zeep was a light-hearted, skylarking creature skipping about, singing, or playing one of his 72 violins.
Yeah, okay,
He
uh-huh.
would offer freely his foolproof Zeep wisdom to any creature who needed
I would
it.
not take any advice from this fucking monster. I would not speak to this monster. Please, just end it. As always.
And
Whoa,
always around
would you look at the
4:30 in
time?
afternoon, he would begin whipping up a delicious banana rhubarb crisp or some apple sop soup topped with orange rind and ginger butter for any
This is
friend who
unnecessary
stopped by
information.
after dusk to chat. Most folks would find themselves grinning at the mere sight of the wild Zeep. There was no doubt that being a cloud was
It's half
contrary to
past
the nature
Zeep.
of the wild Zeep.
I'm so sick of this guy's fucking ugly face. He had Oh yeah, he had skeleton fingers. He is a skeleton, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty
Tessie
sure
the
Zeep
Treblu
is a
was beginning
skeleton.
to feel a little testy, so she hastily bid farewell to the wild
do you-
Zeep, who continued to wander in a westerly
What do you mean
direction.
what do you mean testy?
Testy.
Grumpy, having a bad humor. The testy sailor barked at all his helpers. Why?
He had a bad spell, caught in the afterdraft of a helicopter, where he spread so thin he nearly disappeared.
That's scary.
Spitting up the fumes.
What is that sound?
How strange to be so light, and yet so somber, the wild Zeep thought to himself grimly.
Was that supposed to be him, like, screaming through the blades? This is really scary.
A wild Zeep.
He said, for speaking out loud to himself had helped him through many a bad spot in his past.
What would great grandfather Zeep do in a spot like this?
Hagrid, check it out.
He recalled the story his great-grandfather told him about the time he'd been practicing goose and swan dives and was caught in the ferocious current of the Stormy-Kill River. Great-grandfather just let his Zeep body flow with the current
Zeep
till he
body.
wound up safely
Just
on shore
stop.
a few hundred miles away from his home.
Just stop it. Just stop the story. I want to get off. Are you done it now, Zeepy Potter?
He gritted his teeth till he realized clouds don't have teeth.
Yeah, he doesn't have teeth. He's a
Tried heading north, where most clouds belong, till he realized clouds are pushed along by wind. When no wind blew, the wild Zeep
What just
hunched up in the
stuff
air,
keeps
feeling
flashing
sorry
between
for
the
himself,
pages.
angry at the cloud
I don't
which
know.
had lodged itself in his belly, and worried about missing Zema Zeep's dinner.
Oh no, he's gonna miss Zema Zeep's dinner. You better find out a way to turn back into a boy. There is that image again.
The sorrier, angrier, and more worried he grew, the more like a cloud he grew. Other clouds began pushing toward him and bumped, bullied, shoved, rolled, and lumped, smack blam right into the wild Zeep.
Oh no. That's like probably what God looks like, I would imagine. Oh my God.
Hey, Bob,
Cried the wild Zeep.
what do you think you're doing?
A mean, tough-looking cloud said. You talking to me? Another cloud
Holy
cheered.
shit.
What kind of cloud are you, anyway?
All the clouds began pushing and shoving till the poor wild Zeep, well, he was fit to burst.
Is this Gygus? Zeep as Gygus? Oh, this is a long page, huh?
Burst he did. Hurdy-gurdy, the wild Zeep split into a million raindrops and was falling, kerplop.
Could you imagine what it would feel like to become rain?
A few ripe plum tomatoes for her famous, specially fresh scarlet salad. This salad contained
And this is unnecessary
tomatoes,
information.
radishes, rhubarb, apples, strawberries, rose petals, and other assorted fruits and vegetables.
Zeep's entire existence was scattered into trillions of drops of rain.
Zema, known for the calm way about her, looked with no surprise at the wild Zeep, who had landed amidst a bunch of cabbages.
Did you see that storm that just whipped through? That was a doozy. But you're looking thinner, wild Zeep.
Zema said concernedly, peering over her fancy spectacles.
I hate the Zeep. I hate this fucking Zeep. I hate him. Oh
After giving
my
him a peck on the
God.
cheek, she said,
I can't look at it. I can't look at that. I'm gonna start fucking crying. I can't look at him.
Mr. Zeppelbrum was a lily farmer who lived right up the road. He was famous for his mighty appetite and was especially partial to Zema's creamy soups. He had only one fear in the
Joseph
world. He was a
Joestar.
bit scared of heights, so he wore a large hat to avoid looking at the sky.
Shut the fuck up.
So the evening went well until dessert. At first, both guests declined her famous buttercream cloud cake, which looked and tasted just like a cloud.
What?
Exclaimed Zema.
No dessert? Unheard of in this house.
Mr. Zeppelbrum claimed to be absolutely stuffed to the chin, but the wild Zeep bravely took spoon in hand to try the delectable confection.
The story's over. He's not a cloud anymore. I just want to do the
Just a
third
moment,
story, please.
The wild Zeep had a spell of dizziness. But this soon passed. Quite relieved to be still on solid earth, the wild Zeep praised their talented hostess by reciting his finest poetry in her honor.
Okay.
Roses are red, violets are blue. Some poems rhyme, but this one doesn't.
Very funny. What the fuck?
Zema Zeep was listening so intently, she polished off the whole buttercream cloud cake, and that night had wonderful dreams of flying between the stars.
Yo, I want some of that cake. That sounds sick. I want to eat that cake and have a dream about flying in the stars. See, it keeps flashing between the pages. I'm worried that I'm being subliminally messaged to. Okay, final page. Help! Help! Oh, look at he follows you. He follows you. Look at that. What does the C button do? Oh, we've been to this page. Wait, no, we haven't. Look at him. Did you see the backflip? Okay. All right, we have to do the last story. All right, this one's sure to be good because there's a snail on the cover and it says the wild Zeep and the other thing. So let's go. Oh, there's a Cascade car crash right there. Holy shit. No.
The wild Zeep and the other thing.
Oh, this is gonna be scary. This is gonna be fucking completely out there, isn't it? Oh, right off the bat, we're starting with the snail, huh? All right.
The wild Zeep was eating dinner with his friend Slogarth the snail.
Slogarth the snail. Wait! I need the lore.
Slogarth.
Slogarth the snail is one of the wild Zeep's best friends. He has an orange belt and a hearty appetite, wide eyes, and a wonderful voice. Great, thanks.
The wild Zeep was eating dinner with his friend Slogarth the snail. He liked creatures who were hearty eaters, and he himself never refused seconds. They were eating the wild Zeep's famous celery stew, pickled beets, wild rice, a staple in every wild Zeep's diet.
Is there more than one wild Zeep?
And for dessert, his exquisite butternut squash pie with sarsaparilla syrup.
This whole series really likes to like go in depth about food.
Slogarth the snail leaned back and loosened his orange belt. That was a feast to dream about for weeks.
All right, we can't be doing this. You have to read faster.
The wild Zeep said modestly.
Oh, it was nothing. I just threw this, that, and the other thing in a few pots and pans, and...
You know, said Slogarth suddenly, I've always wondered what the other thing was.
Okay, yep. I don't want this character to talk anymore.
Other thing?
Nani? Azasing.
Asked the wild Zeep with a puzzled look on his face. Yes, said Slogarth. This, that, and the other thing. Whatever is the other thing?
I mean, that's a good question,
Wild
Slogarth.
Zeep, for the life of him, could not figure out what the other thing was.
Yeah, that's a very good question. I don't know. The other thing is your own mortality.
After thanking his host 17 times over, trailed his slow, silvery way back to his cozy home under a beanstalk.
Oh, he looks sad. Zeep, I'm so
And
sorry.
The wild Zeep. Well, the wild Zeep did not sleep much that night. He tossed, turned, tumbled, twisted, and twiddled his thumbs till dawn.
This is, like, what is this sound supposed to convey? Like, all of his tossing and turning? Sounds more They used this page before! Come on, Zeep!
As soon as the sun rose, the wild Zeep jumped out of bed with such oomph, he hit his head on the ceiling and hollered with such force, he woke his wise Aunt Tildy clear across town. Immediately, she sped over to the wild Zeep's house.
Okay, we need to speed it up, Zeep. Because this story doesn't feel like it's going anywhere yet. Yes, thank you for providing an audio file of her entire trip. Thanks. Yep, they did the whole thing. Getting out of her car. You're not going to do her walking up to the house. Oh, my God.
Whatever is wrong with you?
Cried Aunt Tildy.
You're never up at the first crack of dawn.
The wild Zeep said,
I have not slept a wink since thinking about the other thing.
What is the other thing?
Asked the curious and curious,
That fucking sound effect.
Just now, but I'll let you know in a week.
said the wild Zeep with determination.
It keeps sounding like the audio's like cutting between sentences sometimes, and they like started a new recording.
And off he skipped and flew and sailed for many days to hunt down the other
I don't
thing.
under the concept of the
all
other
Zeep,
thing is just so
Wild Zeep
vague.
would not sleep until he found answers to his questions about life.
Zeep, what exactly are you looking for? That's too vague. You need to have more of a direction to go off of. Where is this?
The wild Zeep poked through the luscious jungles, hunted in the hottest deserts, paddled through the bog water of swamps, leaped from sand dune to iceberg till at long last, on the shore of a little sea, he found the other thing.
Is it that weed? What is it? What is the other thing? What is it? What is it? That's it. It is. It's the plant. It's the plant. That is it. That's it.
Wild Zeep could not tell you exactly how he knew it was the other thing.
What do you mean?
Except it was not this, and not that, and could only be the other thing. It looked like a falling star.
What? No, it
It
doesn't.
felt cool and smooth.
It looks
as
like a
mirror,
plant.
And it smelled like the roots of a dandelion just unturned.
Yeah, 'cause it's a plant. Where are you, Zeep? You're like on the mirror continent. Where are you? What is this
So the wild
image?
Zeep put the other thing in his pocket, galloped furiously home on a speedy white horse named Winifred.
Where
and
did he
planted it
where did
in
he get the
celery.
horse? Slow down. Holy shit.
The wild Zeep had a mighty green thumb, so he knew what
Look at there he is again.
in order to grow strong. He fed the other thing honeysuckle sap, shaded it with soft
That sound
clouds,
effect.
and recited to it the most encouraging poetry.
Roses are red, violets are blue. I'll give the other thing anything. There's nothing I won't do.
The townfolk gathered around the talented wild Zeep and the other
Wait.
thing to watch him toil and the other thing bloom.
Wait, that's very true. I need lore on Winifred. Hold on. I need lore on Winifred. We need to know where she
what?
came from. Give me lore on Winifred.
Winifred.
The wonderful white horse the wild Zeep rides to get from here to everywhere. That is nothing.
what?
That's nothing. That's no information.
The wild
God. Zachary Zeep.
Zachary Zeep, the guard of the local greenhouse, asked,
Who would have thought there was such a thing as the other thing?
"Well," said Slogarth humbly,
Shut up, Slogarth.
"the notion sort of slipped out at supper time."
Shut up.
Yes,
Shut up, idiot.
Joined in Aunt Tildy.
and the notion continued till dawn.
They looked
That's just the
admiringly
game
at the
creator's
wild Zeep
grandma.
As the wild Zeep worked. He worked so hard, he went through 12 pairs of gardener's gloves and had a sore throat from reciting so much poetry.
Yeah, all right. What?
Soon,
Look at
the
this
other thing grew
image.
taller than all of them.
Look at this.
The wild Zeep propped a ladder against it for easy climbing.
This just looks like a shit post. That looks like a shit post.
From each laden branch, a new thing bloomed rare, beautiful blooms, blossoms that looked like the antlers of an ancient wildebeest. Dew in a rainstorm. A syllable of sleep.
A syllable of sleet.
An arrow as long as the world is round.
That's very, very poetic.
finch's wing.
This is trippy as fuck. What the hell is
The
this?
silvery scale of a fish. A soprano's highest note.
All right.
The townfolk ooh and odd applauded.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Then went home to drink mulberry sap and
Stopped
dream about
immediately.
answers to life. They'd been awake for days watching the wild Zeep at work and were content to see the other thing in full bloom. The wild Zeep still did not sleep. He smelled a magic in the blossoms of the other thing and would not rest till he examined it more closely and smelled its scent more deeply.
He's becoming obsessed. Zeep is being taken over. All right. That evening, the wild Zeep climbed the ladder, rung by rung, to the very top where the wing blossom grew. This was one of his favorites. No sooner did the blossom fall into his hand when a strange feeling passed through him. What do you mean?
Suddenly, the earth dropped from beneath him.
What?
He felt lighter than he ever dreamed possible. His arms bent like wire hangers. His heart beat faster than his thoughts. And from his throat came an amazing music.
He died!
The whole world seemed to rush at him. The velvet bunch
Ascend!
of the treetops swooped by his keen eye. Every rustle in the grass
Ascend, Zeep!
made his blood race.
Wait, do you have lore on blood?
Suddenly, the
No.
earth...
They don't have any info on blood. Well, what is that? I want to know what that is. The fall of Icarus.
I'm flying!
cried the wild Zeep.
I can't believe I'm flying!
Who is this story for? All of us! We're all listening to it, aren't we?
He was doing loop-de-loops, skating through air, plummeting, and lurching up again. There wasn't a more delighted wild Zeep in the whole universe.
It looks like he's a unicorn horn. Oh. This.
At the
What is
instant
this?
of dawn, he came to a halt and crashed back into the branches of the other thing.
What is this? What is this? What is happening? Why is there a picture of him with rabbit ears looking in a mirror while there's plane crash sound effects? That was like a whole ass plane crash.
Flight that was!
Exclaimed the wind-shook wild Zeep to himself, pulling some feathers from his head. He examined the branches and the million different blossoms and thought excitedly about all the days to come.
This is really surreal. This whole thing is surreal.
Endless dreams!
He whispered, then crawled into his soft Zeep bed for sound sleep.
Is that it? Nope.
The next day, the wild Zeep...
This has got to be the last page. It has to be.
were lunching on sweet asparagus and honey yam strudel. The wild Zeep excitedly told Slogarth all about his flight, while Slogarth, chomping on the delectable strudel, looked at him in disbelief. Nothing like what you've described could possibly happen.
Look how long this sentence is.
Even though you are a wild Zeep and my dear friend.
You just wait and see!
You just wait and see, Slogarth. You'll be sorry.
He's dead, finally.
He skipped up his ladder to the tip top of the other thing and plucked the first blossom his hand brushed against. It was the silvery scale of a fish. The wild Zeep closed his eyes dramatically, waiting for the strange sensation.
What is happening? What is this? What is going on? don't understand what this is trying to, like, who...
After a few minutes of not feeling a thing but the silvery scale
Who was this story, like...
in his hand, the wild Zeep opened his eyes again.
Is this for children?
Scratched his head. Then dove headfirst into a bird basin.
What?
Clunk.
Clunk.
He exclaimed.
All right, I'm reading this. Meanwhile, Slowgarth was calmly eating leftover marigold pollen pie and watching the foolish actions of the wild Zeep. I'm sorry, the snail finally sighed sympathetically, but I must go now to visit my Uncle Hunch. All right, who's Uncle Hunch?
Hunch.
Slowgarth the snail's uncle. He's very proud of him and has long talks with Uncle Hunch at least 3 times a week to keep up to date on the latest flowers and flies on the earth. Said leaving a silvery wake. Okay. Oh my god. What is happening?
Zeep was disappointed he couldn't share his experience with Slowgarth. But, true to the wild Zeep he was, he didn't brew and stew or feel blue because of this. First, he picked the blossom resembling a soprano's highest note, closed his eyes, and waited.
Nothing. He's even tried singing a few bars, but all he heard was his own Zeep tenor. He looked at many rare and colorful blossoms, but didn't have the heart to pick any more. The wild Zeep realized that the other thing he had lost some of it. The wild Zeep realized that the other thing had lost some of its magic for him. Oh no. Oh. What is that?
Late that
Is it
night,
the spirit fish? What is
Zeep
that?
dreamed he was in a brook, darting and pausing, floating and skimming on feathery fin, looking to either side.
Is he a fish? Did he become a fish? What is happening?
He woke the following morning,
Is this
sadly
real?
knowing his dream was just a dream,
Yeah.
and not the magical other thing. Gazing
There was another car
forlornly out
crash.
his window, he sensed a shadow behind him. It was his wise Aunt
This
Tildy.
story makes no sense.
The wild Zeep offered her some tangerine lime juice, sat her down at the kitchen table, and told her all about his experiences with
You know
the
what?
other thing.
I bet Alan Wake
Then
wrote this.
He asked for her foolproof Zeep advice.
That's the only thing that makes sense.
Aunt Tildy said kindly,
I'm sorry, O wild Zeep. It appears to me you turned the other thing into something. And now it's a different thing altogether and has lost the magic of being the other thing.
Good.
It's a plain old something. You will never fly the way you
This
flew,
is... I think
nor
this
swim
story
like a
is
fish,
about
nor fall like a star.
how you can become accustomed to special things in your life and they can lose their magic and luster. And you have to remember
wild
to
Zeep
always
was
be
very-
grateful and thankful for everything you have and not let it become routine. I think that's what this is about. The wild Zeep was very quiet after this, but true to his Zeepish nature didn't stay that way for long. Instead, he raced to his garden, dragging Aunt Tildy along to show her an especially magnificent stalk in his celery garden.
Now isn't this something?
He cried with a wink in his eye.
Just smell the sweet air coming from the blossoms of something.
The wild Zeep spun Aunt Tildy about until she was out of breath. What is that? What am I looking at? This is just a
Aunt
fucking
Tildy laughed
amorphous
a hearty
shape.
laugh and spent the rest of the afternoon helping the wild Zeep weed, water, and prune.
This whatchamacallit is really handy.
Said Aunt Tildy to the wild Zeep, pointing to a gardening tool he'd never used before.
End.
This what?
Cried the wild Zeep with a wild glint in his eye. Already, dreams of searching for the wild whatchamacallit were beginning to fill his head.
All right. Setting up for a sequel. Is that him? Is that him making that yeehaw sound? Is that it? Are we done? Please be done. 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 Yes! Awful. Awful game. Help. 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 It's just a car crash sound effect. Yep, okay. That was the Tales of the Wild Zeep. Choose a zip zinging adventure. Nope, 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 nope. Okay, next game. I'll be right back with some Rayman.